That's probably the only two things that I really didn't like about this palette. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Smashbrush. For today's video, I am really excited because one, Thanksgiving break is like literally here, and it is always such an awesome time to celebrate so many different things. And I know this year has definitely been a little bit rough, but nonetheless, there is still and will always be so many things to be grateful and thankful for. So I hope you guys are off to an amazing start to this break and this holiday. So with that, today we are going to be reviewing the all-new Huda Beauty Naughty palette along with their Faux Filter Skin Finish Foundation Stick. This is actually what I'm wearing here today. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this look, my thoughts and my opinions, as well as the foundation. I've been using actually both of these products for a couple of days now, and I'm really excited to be sharing it with you guys. So if this is a video that you guys are interested in, then just keep watching, and without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so I am really wearing nothing right now, but I went ahead and did my eyebrows already, so now we can honestly just go straight into the palette. Now with what I'm going to be doing today, I like to do my eyes first, and then I like to do my foundation, complexion, and all of that. So first of all, I want to show you guys how pretty this palette looks like. Like, this palette just looks like such a dream. Honestly, when I saw it, it's like very girly, very cutesy. There's a lot of like extremely wearable colors in here. I'm trying to really decide what we're gonna do today. There's a lot of different colors in here. There's that color Flower Power, which I think is what I want to go more into, but I can go into that color Irresistible too. There's that color Shameless, but I'm gonna show you guys a couple of swatches there, that way you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I don't know, we're gonna figure it out along the way. So first thing I want to do is go ahead and apply some concealer all over the lid. I have not used this concealer in a really long time. It is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind multi-use concealer. This concealer I think is still like hands down the best drugstore concealer, but if you guys think otherwise, or if there's anything else that you really like just let me know, because I would love to try it. So my eye is basically all prepped and set. I am really liking that color Filthy. It's like a very pretty pinky tone. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this right over my crease area and kind of bring it up a little bit. And that's how that color shows up. I think this is so pretty. I have been feeling these type of tones on the eyes. I actually use blush sometimes for eyeshadow just because I wanna achieve these kind of colors, but you don't really see them in palettes like that. Next color that I'm gonna go in, I think I wanna use that color Arouse. It has more of like a coppery orange type of undertone, and I'm just gonna place it right underneath this. This is kind of how it looks like. I'm really liking this vibe, and I think this is honestly perfect for like a Thanksgiving type of look. Which, by the way, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving this year? Did you decide to like spend it with family? Are you guys kind of like staying away and just sticking to super immediate family? I would love to know. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with that color Naughty. It has like a burgundy type of undershade in it, but it's a little bit more inclined towards browns. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it right on my outer crease area and just do like a slight B. So I think I'm gonna actually bring this dark color all the way through. I haven't done that in a really long time. Okay, so I just decided to extend it a little bit back here, but this is basically how the eye is turning out. I'm actually kind of enjoying it. I haven't done a dramatic eye like this in such a long time. Because I'm in bridal, I don't really get the opportunity to play with color a lot, but girl, I love color. Like, I love playing with color. So now I'm gonna go in with that color Spicy and kind of blend it with that color Untamed. So they're like darker versions of like Naughty. Now this color, I'm just gonna focus it right out here. So kind of like what I was trying to do with that first color when I said V it out, except now I'm definitely gonna do it with just this color. Boom, just like that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the lid now. I believe this is supposed to be like their eyeshadow primer, because I know like in other palettes, like usually that corner color has been like an eyeshadow primer type of like consistency, but this one, I'm not gonna lie, like the whole palette is pretty, but I wish they could just kind of get away with this. It messes with like my trypophobia or trichophobia. I don't know till this day which one it's called. It really messes with me with that, and it's not super bad, it just looks so weird and like disgusting. So I don't know. I'm not gonna be using that though. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stick to my Goody P. Louise base in the shade 02 and just put it all over our lid area. And I'm just gonna be doing a cut crease because at this point I feel like that's all that looks good on my eye, or like what'll really make colors show. Okay, perfect. So this is what it ends up looking like. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that color Rough. And I'm just gonna blend the edges here a little bit just to kind of soften this part out here. Did also just notice a little bit of fallout right there on the bottom, but this is why I like to do my eyes first. So I'm in decision of whether going into that goldy color Flower Power or Irresistible. So I think I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna go ahead and go into Flower Power and just kind of focus this more on the inner corner, just kind of like this. And now I'm gonna grab the color Irresistible and I am just gonna place it all over my lid. So this is gonna be the main and like primary color. All right, and there you go. This is basically the eyeshadow look that I'm gonna be doing. Obviously, I still have to apply my eyeliner, have to do a nice wing, then apply my lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera as well as finish this side. That way we're nice and even and we can go over towards the complexion. So I will be right back. Okay guys, we're back and my eyes are finally done. At least the top portion part of my eyes. The only different thing that I did is I did add a little bit of a slight, very slight shimmer on the top of the brow bone. I just feel like I always like to brighten it up. I used the Makeup by Mario liner, and I also used some Miami lashes. I've been obsessing over these lashes lately, and this has been like the it lashes for me for now the past, I don't know, for maybe the past like 4 or 5 months at this point. Like this is what I've been using like non-stop. So now we can go ahead and go towards foundation. So for today, I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation stick. Now I have used this a couple of times just because when it comes to foundation, I feel like sometimes initially you can't always tell if the foundation is gonna be great or not, if it'll cause breakouts or things like that. So I figured I wanted to try this out just a little bit. So I have been using it on and off for like the past 2 weeks. So we're gonna be applying it today and I'm gonna let you guys know my final thoughts on everything towards the very end. But the foundation does say that it is a lightweight foundation that glides on easily, providing customizable coverage with a natural looking skin-like finish. The coverage just says full to light. So one of the reasons why I was actually really curious and inclined to buy this foundation is just because there's no fragrance in it, which is such a huge deal to me. Like there have been so many foundations that have looked beautiful in the past, but as soon as it has some kind of fragrance to it, like I break out like crazy. Now, just a fair warning, this foundation is a lot darker than me, but I will make it work out. The color isn't what matters. What matters is the product itself. It's not like insanely dark, but I'll show you guys. It's like that color, you know, like I can still get away with it. And I just realized I didn't even prime yet, so I'm gonna be using my Too Faced Hangover primer. I want to use a beauty sponge on this side of the face and a brush on that side of the face, just to kind of let you guys know which tool might be better to blend this out. So I'm gonna grab the foundation and just apply it just like that. So on this side, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. So this is how this side looks like with a sponge, and I'm gonna go ahead and use a brush and blend out this other side. So actually both methods aren't really bad. I mean, I think I would still prefer the sponge just because it helps really smoothen the skin out. But as you can tell, like one thing that I was really surprised with this foundation is that it doesn't feel like anything on the skin. It feels super, super lightweight. It literally feels like air on my skin, which is so surprising coming from a stick foundation. And as you can tell, you can really create a very, very light foundation look. I put on a little bit, or at least for me it is a little bit, but as you can see, it didn't cover like my blemish area right here. And then just like right around this area, it's like super light and natural looking, which is really great. But I am gonna add a little bit more coverage just to show you guys how much more coverage you can get to if you really wanted to get a more of a flawless kind of canvas. Okay, so now this is with the second coat. I did go a little bit heavier in certain areas because I did want to show you like the full glam that you can go to, but my skin looks like flawless. Again, I know the color is a lot darker, but honestly, I think it's awesome that you have like your options of how you might want your foundation to turn out to. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face. So I will be right back, and then we're gonna go over everything, the good and the bad with both the foundation and the eyeshadow products. So I will be right back. All right guys, and my face is completely finished. So now I wanna go ahead and talk to you my personal opinions on each product. So let's go ahead and start with the Huda Beauty Naughty palette. Now I'm gonna say, honestly, I think that this palette is so pretty. It's so girly. You have so many different options that you can go ahead and create on your eyes. What I love about this palette is that there are so many different beautiful like matte transition shades. You have at least 5 transition shades, and then you have like obviously your darker tones, and you have a bunch of beautiful like metallic and just glittery type of eyeshadows. Now they all apply as a shimmer, so they're not like a super heavy glitter texture type of feel. But I did notice like on my eyes, like these are very, very bright, very blingy and shimmery, and I'm like living for this. Like I cannot wait to be able to use this palette more and more on myself. I think it's honestly such a great palette. I think it's perfect for Thanksgiving time. So if you guys do need an idea on what to do on yourselves, feel free to do this look right here, and of course tag me. But you can also use this for your daily wear. There's also a very, very nice gift idea that would be really great for someone during Christmas time and the holidays. As far as everything goes, like Huda Beauty honestly just has amazing quality when it comes to her eyeshadow palette. So there's nothing different from here. It's just honestly the variation of colors that they decided to go within this palette, but I think it's perfect. I would say the 2 cons when it comes to this palette is the primer part right here. Obviously you can't see it because I like tried to smudge it because I don't want to see that. Like it just looks so weird in there. It honestly grosses me out. And the fact that there is no highlight color. Like yes, I tried to use a little bit of like the white and gold here, just the white section, and to like really brighten like my inner corner. But I like to apply like either shimmer white or a matte white or something like vanilla-y type of tone to apply like right here to really just highlight my brow bone a little bit. So that's probably the only 2 things that I really didn't like about this palette, but overall this is like basically a 10 out of 10. So you will not be disappointed if you were to purchase this palette, or the person that you gifted to will not be disappointed as well. So super nice. Now let's talk about the foundation. This is a foundation that honestly took me by surprise, just because I was comparing it a little bit more to her previous foundation. I mean, it made your skin look beautiful, but honestly after a couple of days of wearing it consistently, because of the fragrance and everything, my skin just completely broke poke out. The part that sucks is that the fragrance does smell so pretty. It's just for my skin is an automatic like no, we cannot use that. I was really nervous when it came to this foundation, but I have been wearing it for a couple of days on a consistent basis, and honestly my skin has not broken out. My skin has not like disagreed with this product. So I think this is honestly a really nice item that I could honestly even possibly consider putting it into my kit. I like that you're able to be very versatile with this product. Like if you wanted to go more for a light coverage, as you saw from the very first application that I did on my face, it was pretty light. You could still see some blemishes, which I know some people like that very natural skin-like finish. Or you can go full glam, you know. I did go a little bit heavier on the coverage just because I personally do like to go a little bit more, but I like having my options in one product. And even with me wearing like that second coat, I could have probably even gone for a third coat and it does not feel heavy on the skin. So this has been such a great and awesome surprise and something that I would definitely encourage you to buy. So basically 10 out of 10 with both products, and I'm just so excited that this like all worked out for me. That is basically it, guys. I hope you guys got to enjoy my tutorial. I hope you guys got to enjoy my usage of this products. If you've tried it yourself, let me know what your thoughts are, and of course if you guys have any questions at all, leave it down in the comments below and I'll go ahead and answer them. I hope you guys get to enjoy your Thanksgiving day and your Thanksgiving break. I know this year is a little bit different for everyone, but I think of all years, this is definitely the one year to be super grateful and thankful for all that you have and all the loved ones that you have around you. This year definitely hits a little bit different. So I hope you guys get to enjoy it. So thank you guys once again, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.